Hello guys, welcome. So today's topic is all about Docker as a code. Base image and few Terraform commands, we are all set to go. So let's create a base image. So we just check what images we have, LXC image list. We have a Ubuntu 16.04 image already present on our machine. So now we go ahead and create a container. And one of the best way to create a base image is to have a container from any base image and install whatever you need on top of that. So as of now, we created a container, we are inside it, and we wanted to install Python. So we go ahead and do apt install python -fn minimal. That will install you 2.7 Python 2.7 as it is a prerequisite for Ansible. We check Python, we already have Python installed. So now we want our base image to be easily connected when actually Terraform applies provisioner. So for that, what we are going to do is we are actually going to copy our public key and put it inside the container in .sh authorized keys. This is a prerequisite which we are going to make it so that our deployments become faster. So we also can do it dynamically. So as of now, I'm just hard coding it. So now we are all set. Let's go ahead and create an image. So as we already checked, we had a Ubuntu 16.04 image. Now we are going to create an image out of it. So to create an image out of it in LXC, it's LXC publish container name. You give an alias --- alias, and the alias which I'm using is Docker image, Docker -base image. So --- first, because if you do --- first, this will actually stop it first and then take it and start the container. So we have our image created. We do LXC image list to check. Yeah, here we can see we have Docker base image created. So this is what we are going to use it in our demo. So cool, let's get our hands dirty, guys. So yeah, now we are going forward, we are going to use Linux containers, Ansible, Terraform, and Docker. So Linux containers for your infrastructure, Ansible for your configuration management, Terraform for writing the infrastructure as a code with Ansible as a provisioner, and Docker. So Linux container is a container virtualization technology, so as your Docker. So the difference being Linux container is a system container and Docker being an application container. So Docker is mostly famous for one process container. So let's get started. So to get started, we just go ahead and open our browser. You can go ahead and open your own browser, maybe Chrome. So in my case, it is Firefox, and we are going to locate my GitHub repo. So that is Silas687 DevOps for you. I'll be posting the link in the descriptions. So you go ahead. So to give little descriptions on what this repo contains. This repo contains Ansible playbooks and Terraform TFs. So and these guys and here we refer a code from another repo, that is OS group -techies. Maybe that's I'll put the link for that too. So now since we have copied, now we go ahead and create a directory. We do make DAAC Docker as a code. So it is always good to have a separate directory and do something to make things cleaner. So we do click clone and clone our repository. Yeah, so before we proceed, let's check what and all we have. We have no containers as of now. So and another thing what we do is we go into the folder called DevOps for you, Terraform, LXD, and Docker. That is the place where we have our TF. So this is the TF. Maybe if you want, you can go ahead and check it. So all we do from here, we just do Terraform init. So what Terraform init does is it will actually downloads the modules needed. As you can see, it is downloading from OS group -techies, and we plan it. So when you do Terraform plan, it will give you a overview of how your infrastructure is going to look like. You can give you can have a check what it is going to look like when you apply it. So finally we can go ahead and just do Terraform apply and -fn auto approve just to make sure that it doesn't ask you a question and you don't have to prompt. So yeah guys, that's it. And this is all you have to do to have your Docker running in Linux containers. So what it will do, it will provision a Linux containers, and then it will actually install Docker on top of that. and you can use it as a decomposable infrastructure. Yeah, so for example, you can have different versions of a Linux containers running in different versions of a Docker in different versions of Linux containers. And yeah, so this is, it looks like we have our Docker running. Maybe you can go ahead and look into this, and if you have any issues, you can ping me directly. So we check. Yeah guys, we can see we have a Docker and we have two IPs. So to explain what those are, so we have a host IP. On top of that, we have a Linux bridge for Linux containers, and then inside Linux containers there is another bridge for Docker containers. So that's why you're having two IPs. So traditional first program will be hello world. So for Docker hello world is Docker run hello world, and it will give you a description what actually it's doing in the behind the scenes. Like, you can go ahead and see it. Yes, let's do a few more inspections. Let's do Docker images to check what images it downloaded. As you can see, it downloaded an image called hello world, and when you do the Docker container ls, you don't find anything because the container ran and it finished and then it exited. So to know where it is, you just do docker ps -a. So yeah, that's it guys, we have a Docker running. Yeah, so one more thing, if you guys don't have LXC, don't have Terraform, and still want to have this feature, then you just need to have Ansible on it. So it's very easy to install Ansible on your local. So again, since we are in the same folder, what we do, we just check if we have Docker in our local. So we don't have a Docker in my local, so just I'm installing it to just give you a demo how it looks like. So instead of going to Docker documentation and doing so many apt-get and so many stuff, we just created a small Ansible role. So we just go to a folder. In the root there is an Ansible folder. Inside that you can go into Docker and you can find the playbook for that. So all you have to do is you have to go to the folder that is, when you go to my root repo, and inside the repo, when you go to the root directory, you just see the Docker, and inside that you just see the Ansible, and there is a Docker inside that. And now here what you do, you just change the host. So host means the target host we're going to apply this role. So I'm going to apply it to localhost. So all that's all we need to change. And then what I do is I just do Ansible playbook and just the name of the playbook. So in this case is docker.yaml, and that's it guys. So it's that easy to have your Ansible. Oops, I missed something. Yeah, so I missed sudo. So it's sudo is a good practice to use sudo. So since my role contains few high privilege commands, for example installing, so it needs a root privilege. In this case I'm actually giving sudo. So as you can see, we have our Docker running on our local. So we just go ahead and do a sanity over here. We can go ahead and just do a run docker run hello world over here on my local, and then check if actually things are properly installed. So yeah, you missed sudo again. So the best thing when you actually have this habit of using sudo, it is good. You don't do blunders. I mean, you don't directly do some rm manager stuff in the root space. So this is what it is guys. Like, share and subscribe.